Wayne Stubbs, are you here? Director, Port Panama City, USA. Commander Kevin Christensen, Commanding Officer, Naval Support Activity, Panama City. Is he here? Did he make it? Okay, maybe not. We got the mayor, Greg Bernicki. We have CFO Jimmy Petronas is here, so thank you for that. We're really excited to be back in Bay County and seeing the great progress that's happening. The mobility within the interchanges here are critical to so many local families, the port, a college, university, the millions of visitors who come to Florida to visit our beautiful Gulf Coast beaches. Because of the impact of so many people, the region desperately needed a solution that improves safety and that enhanced mobility. And couple these needs with the great port expansion that has occurred, and I'm thrilled to be here today and celebrate this much anticipated project that will improve the transportation experience within the region. This $67.9 million project will stimulate economic development for the Panama City region as the growth continues. And if you look at what's happened in the state of Florida over the last year, home sales are up 24% year over year. You see home prices going up, and that's partially because people see Florida is governed well. We're doing it right. We're not locking people down. We're not ruining people's lives and closing people's businesses and schools. You actually have people. I was just in Niceville. We awarded the governor's sports medal to the guy that won Mr. Football. And I was talking to his dad, and he said, you know, if some of these people would have had their way, he wouldn't have even been allowed to play unless you made it happen. So thank you. And that's what we're doing. And so I think that we are working really hard, doing a lot of great stuff, but people obviously see that, and I think that's why you're seeing what you're seeing in Florida. You know, when March, April hit, we had no idea what we were in store for, but everyone was really bracing for the worst. And obviously there was turmoil, and we've had to deal with a lot, and we're not back to 100%. But in December, the state took in $330 million above what the most recent estimate was for that. And in January, we're going to see, again, the revenue to exceed expectations. When they do the revenue estimation again, you're going to see increase that, and you're going to continue to see some really good stuff. So we just got to keep building on the momentum. But I do think that projects like this are very important to a dynamic and growing state, and particularly in Northwest Florida, which is a really wonderful part of our state. And this is one of the First Lady's favorite parts to come to and visit, and so there's a lot of people that feel the same way. Now, some of the key improvements that will enhance traffic flow to Port Panama City, Gulf Coast State College, and the Panama City campus at Florida State University. Travel delays will be reduced as motorists can now cross over the Bayline Railroad without having to stop for trains. Motorists will have improved access to all areas by allowing continuous movement to travelers along US 98 and between 98 and 23rd Street, reducing the amount of traffic on the less traveled roads leading to Port Panama City, Gulf Coast State College, and Florida State University, Panama City. And the entrance to Port Panama City has been widened to accommodate semi-trailer truck traffic, ultimately increasing economic growth in the area. So this is good work by FDOT. Obviously appreciate folks like Senator Gaynor that were involved. We'll have Secretary Thibault come up, say a few words, then we'll have George and Jimmy.
Thank you, Governor DeSantis, and again, thank you, all of you, for being here today and for joining us to celebrate the 23rd Street flyover. This is certainly a project that incorporates critical safety enhancements, as you heard the governor say, as well as increasing the mobility options and really looking at innovating technology to ultimately provide tremendous benefits to the local community. Just you look at this and you think about this impressive 23rd Street flyover project elevates a 1 mile section of US 98 over 23rd Street, Collegiate Drive, Seaport Drive, and again, the Bayline Railroad, as the governor mentioned. And as he also mentioned, the regional traffic flow will now experience seamless movement along US 98 as well as between US 98 and the 23rd Street intersection. As a result, this new crucial interchange will reduce congestion for those seeking to access the college, the university, the port, or those simply seeking to travel efficiently through this heavily trafficked area. As any part of this project, it is critical that we incorporate safer travel options for all road users, not just motorists. So with this project, we had addition of bicycle lanes and sidewalks, and the 23rd Street flyover does that. In addition, through innovative solutions like intelligent transportation systems and signalization upgrades, we've ensured this project is working smarter and in real time based on the community's needs. So by reducing congestion, incorporating new multimodal features to increase accessibility for motorists and non-motorists, and leveraging the latest technology, I have no doubt that the 23rd Street flyover will undoubtedly make the Panama City region safer for years to come. Thank you for having me here, and I look forward to having Senator Gaynor come up.
Thank you, Secretary Tebow, and thank you for all the work and progress we've made here. Most of us that are out here today fully remember how long it used to take to go from here to right there, and now we don't have to do that anymore. And like this part of our progress, the governor has been key to all of it, and I want to say thank you, and thank you for paying attention to Bay County. We were ignored long enough, and thank you all. And so now every time we go, whether you're a tourist or whether you live here just visiting, when you go across this bridge, if you want to know how it used to be, just ask somebody. They can all tell you. Thank you for letting me work for you, and thank you for electing the fine people behind me. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Thank y'all all for being here. Governor, thank you for coming to Bay County. I'll beg to say that Bay County probably loves Governor DeSantis better than any other county in the state. Wouldn't y'all agree? You know, it was just about a week ago, he was here Sunday morning, 8 o'clock in the morning over in Lynn Haven, overseeing personally the vaccine distribution that was focused on those 65 and under. Just this past week, he just passed the millionth mark on vaccinating the 1 millionth senior in this state. The governor took not only science and applied it to it, but it was just the right thing to do. He led, and that most vulnerable population, little by little, now is getting a vaccine that is not only saving their lives, but is allowing them to get their lives back to normal. Let's talk about that a second. As people are a little uncomfortable about getting the vaccine, as he has encouraged it and made it available, you're spreading that confidence. You're making people say, you know what, did the shot hurt? No, it didn't hurt. Well, if the shot didn't hurt, maybe I can get it. And that's exactly what happened. You've seen people's anticipation and excitement of getting back to normal through word of mouth, through confidence. Our incredible first responders all over the state here. Sheriff Ford, thank you for being here. What y'all do day in and day out, providing the peace of mind, the quality of life, is why housing sales are up 26% in this state. That's why people are moving to this state to the tune of 900 people a single day. But none of that happens if we don't have leadership at the top that has the courage to make those tough decisions. And that's exactly what Governor DeSantis has done. He has fought to make sure that the state is safe. He has led, and at the same time, he's kept the economy open. The economy of the state of Florida, when you compare it to the other states, whether it be a California or New York, the catastrophic closings that have taken place there, the business shutdowns, hell, at one time, you had Cuomo who said he wants every restaurant in the state of New York closed. And then the next time in the state a week later is saying, we got to get this economy back up and open. The consistency that Governor DeSantis has been leading with over this past year has given the business community and families in Florida the peace of mind and comfort and the confidence that Florida is the right place to be. You hear that hum? That hum that's going back and forth? That hum is quality of life. That's peace of mind. That's also tires on concrete. That's people that are going back and forth from work. That's people that are going back and forth from Panama City Beach, Mayor Brudnicki, to Panama City Beach. So as we have, I guess, in my opinion, I'm humble to say this. No, I'm not. I'm actually pretty egotistical. This is the best place in the world to raise a family. Northwest Florida is an amazing place to be. And Governor DeSantis, thank you so much for paying so much attention to this part of the state. We love you. We want you and Casey to come here, bring the kids, and our home is your home. God bless.
Well, thanks, Jimmy. And just for the record, we were here in Lynn Haven for the church with the vaccines for the elderly, but then we also came a couple days later for Publix when we opened the Publix stores for vaccines, and then back here again. So we have had well over 1 million senior citizens, and then also when these reports we're finding, these are like 3 or 4 days behind, and so you really got to look back almost a week to see what was happening in real time. I mean, we obviously know there's a lot of folks that are getting it. We're continue to get more supply in. Whatever comes in is being used by county health departments, hospitals, Publix, state-supported sites. We're also having, when we get the second doses, those are kept for the folks who are scheduled for them. So you're going to start to see more and more of those second doses being done over the next, you're already seeing it increase a lot, but you're going to see it go up a lot over the next 5 to 7 days, and then it's going to continue to be at a very high clip. So we are going to get a little bit more this coming week than we have been getting. So we had been getting about 266,000 initial doses a week. We're averaging over 375,000 administration of initial doses. Part of that's because there was some left over from the December over the holidays, but we're going to be at 307,000. So we're going to put that to good use. We just want to continue to get more from the manufacturers and the federal government, and that's what we're fighting for. You know, they had thought at the beginning of this that there was going to be about 40 million doses distributed just in December between Pfizer and Moderna, and then 60 million in January between Pfizer and Moderna, about 100. That would have been 50 million Americans. There's just not been even close to that much that's been distributed to the states. So we're hoping that they're able to step it up as best as they can, because we still got a lot of demand out there, and we're going to continue to do it. And our policy is simple: seniors first, and we're not going to rest until every senior who wants a shot is able to get a shot, and that's going to be our mission. And we will complete it as soon as everything comes in and we get it out the door. So thanks, everybody. Appreciate it. I take a question or two before I leave. Yes, ma'am. Yep.
So I have a question from our CBS station in Miami regarding the vaccinations. Hialeah Mayor Carlos Hernandez claims Hialeah is not getting its fair share of vaccine assistance, but Miami-Dade County and other Miami cities are. He says some governor and some other state officials have politicized the issue and haven't offered assistance to Hialeah. What is your response to the mayor?
It's actually false. I've been working with Senator Manny Diaz, who represents that area. Manny had asked if there's any type of pod that can be done in Hialeah, and I said we'd be absolutely willing to work with them. But just understand, there's not singling out any. I mean, we've sent a lot to Miami-Dade County. They're trying to get it out. The hospital systems like Jackson, they've done a lot of vaccines, are doing a good job. And then we have a drive-through site, at Hard Rock Stadium that does 1,000 shots a day. So Miami, they've had more shots than anybody in the state, and they've had a pretty high percentage per capita as well. And we're going to continue to do it. Part of the new doses that are coming in, you'll see some more go to Jackson, and we are, talking about working with Senator Diaz, and we're happy to do that. We have a great community in Hialeah, and we want to be able to be helpful if you can. But we have not at the state said don't give it or give it to anyone. We want everyone to be able to have access. That's part of the reason why we work with Publix. That's part of the reason why we've done things with hospitals. That's part of the reason we do these drive-through sites, county health, because we're trying to get it far and wide. We got a really big state. We got a lot of different irons in the fire, and want to be able to get it to where folks have the opportunity to do it. It's still very, when there's slots open, man, they fill up very quickly, and that is going to happen for the foreseeable future. Once we get kind of the critical mass of seniors, we'll start to maybe see the demand, but go down. But we're definitely not there yet, so we're just going to keep plowing ahead. Okay, thanks everybody. Take care.